Let's see. What's the name for the yellow thing that she likes to eat or squeeze? What do we call
frango.
it? Frango. Yeah, that's a good. Frango is called. Chicken is called frango in Portuguese, so that's a frango. Hello, guys. Squeeze the chicken. Let me hear that sound. There you go. It's been raining, as you can tell, but in Ilhéus, some of the nicest stores are here. Whether it's clothing or jewelry, watches. And that's Elci. Look how beautiful she looks today. She looks beautiful every day, but today I gotta watch my words. She looks beautiful every day. If you're a woman, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So this is one of the nicer stores for knick-knacky stuff. Lots of electronics, as you can see. Look at this line. This is a bank line. So this bank, Caixa, hands out social welfare checks. So these are all the people that are waiting in line to collect their monthly social welfare help. Government assistance, right? You want bags? You got bags and shoes. This is a nice store. I come here sometimes to buy stuff. Okay, we're at the post office. We're gonna pick up something at the post office that couldn't be delivered to our house.
You have the number? Oh, I have my phone.
So I must admit, not every day, but oftentimes, I would say 3 or 4 times a week, we read Jesus Calling before we head off somewhere. So I'm going to read, the passage today is June the 3rd. So let's find June the 3rd. Last time we read was May 31 because that's where it's bookmarked. So June the 3rd, here we go. I love this book because, you know, it takes passages straight from the Bible you know, it's amazing. So today's passage is, I want to be central in your entire being. When your focus is firmly on me, my peace displaces fears and worries. They will encircle you, seeking entrance, so you must stay alert. Let trust and thankfulness stand guard, turning back fear before it can gain a foothold. There is no fear in my love, which shines on you continually. I'm starting to speak Portuguese. Continually. Sit quietly in my love light, where I bless you with radiant peace. Turn your whole being to trusting and loving me. This is today's passage, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Great book. If you haven't bought it, buy it. Good morning, Elci.
Good morning.
Elci's looking so beautiful. You know, Elci doesn't put on makeup every day because she doesn't need to. She's just naturally beautiful. But once in a while, she decides to, like today. Let's go. So we're going to go have some breakfast. And we haven't vlogged in a month, as you can see. Bella! She's going to come running. Bella, 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 Bella! There she is. Oh, look at her. Oh, yeah, Bella. Bella, you cannot jump over this, okay? This has been placed here to keep you outside. Yeah, little whippersnapper. All right? You cannot jump over this. No, you stay there. You stay there. I know you're getting big and all that. Oh, yeah, love you too. I love you too. Let's go say hi to the cockatiel, the calopsito. We haven't used the pool in quite some time, as you can see, because it's cold. It's a little cold. It's winter time right now. July, August is like winter time. June, July, I should say. So that here is Chico. Oi, Chico. Bom dia, Chico. Eu te amo, Chico. Bom dia. turn that off. It's a nice sunny day and beautiful temperatures. I would say in Fahrenheit it's probably around 70. And as you can see, everybody's starting to decorate for São João. Inexpensive and works just as well as anything else. And yes, Brazil has many malls, modern buildings, but this is the kind of Brazil that I like. It's got cultural value. I mean, if I go to a modern mall, that reminds me of my previous life, you know. And we're back out at that roundabout that's been covered up. Gonna cross the street and get to Central Ilhéus, which is right there. There's like a pedestrian street right behind this building. No traffic allowed, so they've got lots of nicer stores back there. Right, my love? Yeah. Look at this beautiful Brazilian lady. What's your name? Let me guess, it must be Elci.
Acha.
Acha. Acha. So she says in Indian, Acha. Okay. So Elsie's in the supermarket buying a few things, and while I'm waiting here, I thought I'd share something with all of you. It's been a year and a half, a little bit more, since we moved into our farmhouse that we built in 2022. We actually moved in December of 2022. This is now 2024, June. So a year and a half, and a little bit more than a year and a half. Reason we haven't been making vlogs is because we feel, because we're not traveling as much anymore, there's not much to vlog about. However, I've seen many vlogs of people online with many followers who don't travel. They make vlogs from home. So maybe that's what we're gonna end up doing if we don't travel, although we're prepping this van to travel a little bit again before our trip to the United States, which is coming up, to celebrate the memorial of my daughter who passed away in December. It would have been her 30th or 31st birthday. Yeah, 31st birthday had she stayed with us. So we plan to make a few small trips before our trip to the United States in this van. No, I mean to say we're going to make a few trips in this van before our flight to the United States and back. And then after we come back, we plan to once again, you know, make trips here and there, leading up to the summertime, which is the peak of summer here is in December, January. So, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll just not travel much anymore and just start making vlogs that have to do with our life here.
Bom dia, sejam muito bem-vindos. Mas o quê? Mas o quê? O dia tá lindo, né? Fala alguma coisa assim. Hoje o dia finalmente tá ensolarado, sei lá, alguma coisa que seja que você diria mesmo, pra ficar natural. Bom dia, Pepi e Elci. Sejam muito bem-vindos. Tenham um ótimo dia.
Obrigado.
Pronto, agora ficou natural.
Obrigado.
Acho que ficou melhor. Vou esperar, vou assistir, hein?
So if you're Brazilian, you know exactly what that is. That's cheese bread. All right, so the next bit of shopping we need to do is to buy some poison for termites that are starting to show up in our land, not in our house, but around some of the walls and trees. And there's like 1 or 2 products that people use here in Brazil, in this part of Brazil, that is very effective. Doesn't kill them right away. They ingest it and take it to the nest, and then that's when they hit the bucket. Right? So looking for that now. Another thing is, it's very common for people, usually homeless people, to find cardboards and cover up motorcycles and things like that, and in return they expect a small tip from you because it gets so hot here. This is a good way to keep the seats nice and cool for people. You don't have to give anything to them, but it's usually a good idea to give maybe 2 reais. 2 reais is like 50 cents US, and it feeds somebody. At the end of the day, they have enough to buy food for the family, you know? One of the 2 stores somebody told us to check out for that cable. One is Info Laser, and the other one is somewhere here too. So let's go there and check it out. Maybe they've got a long cable that will hook up our TV to the modem. So this morning, you know, I feed Bella in the atelier because there's a sink over there. I could fill up the water quite easily, and it's close to all the other sand and everything, so that after she eats is usually when she goes poo-poo. So I fed her this morning like I normally do, and I came back to the front door of our house, and I put this little box looking thing between the door and the inside of the house, so she cannot come in after eating, because I encourage her to go poop and pee and all that before coming in, to avoid inside accidents. But now she's getting big. She jumped right past me, and she maybe touched the square box looking thing with 1 foot, and she was inside the house. It's just, she's growing up so fast, right?
Mm-hmm. She's been trying to jump this obstacle that we put at the door, and finally she did it. Now nobody can hold her.
Right. So now you know why we have that chain. If we ever want to contain her, then that chain comes in handy. But for the most part, she's free to roam. And once we know she's peed and pooped, then we let her come inside the house. Not a problem. She hangs up with us. Oftentimes she jumps on the sofa, which our sofa is actually an outdoor sofa. It's meant to be besides a pool. It's waterproof, all that. So I got no problems letting her sit next to me and watch. She loves to watch TV. If she sees a dog on TV, she goes to town. Right, remember? She sees a dog on TV and she starts barking.
Yes, it was funny. She's interacting with the dogs.
So that's the Bella update over breakfast. So there are lots of tiny stores all over Ilhéus. So this is one example. Unlike, say, Walmart, like in the US, we came to this little store and we found exactly what we were looking for. And it's great because, you know, it helps another family rather than the big box stores eliminating all of these stores. This is what I really love about this place. I hope the big box stores never come here. So as 2 creative people, instead of buying everything matchy-matchy, we bought 6 sets of big plates, soup bowls, and these, each one different, and it's going to match our rustic, artistic house on the beach. So this is where we parked, right next to the cathedral. This is how we park in Ilhéus, Brazil. You think I can get in there?
I think so. Let's
Yeah,
go
right?
down.
Okay, go ahead.
It's in the shade. It's
Okay,
worth it.
go for it. Elsie's gonna help me park and we're gonna try and fit right there. Obrigado. Beleza. Mais uma vez, qual é o seu nome?
Almi,
Prazer.
prazer é meu.
So in these touristy places, the cops are not far away. As you can see, there's a car right there, etc. So they do a pretty good job of making sure nobody is up to no good. So I'll tell you something that just happened. Eu falo muito básico português. É muito palavras eu não entendi completamente. Várias pessoas começar a falar português comigo. Eu entendi um pouco. Outra parte eu não entendi, mas eu respondo como possível. Aqui no Brasil, todos vocês é muito friendly. You guys are so friendly. You guys are so happy all the time. I just had a guy just approach me, even though I speak limited Portuguese, basic words, and I put things together to form sentences, and I can get by, I can communicate. But this guy had a nice 10-minute talk with me about the combi. Where are you from? Told him I'm from India. Turns out he lives not too far from where we live. Brazilians are incredibly friendly, approachable, warm-hearted, especially here in Bahia. You know, maybe it's the tropical climate and the sun that shines all the time. And you know, it's almost like he became friends with me. And I'm sure we're going to run into him again. This is just an amazing country. What can I tell you? Brazil, Bahia, Ilhéus. To all of you people watching this who are from Brazil, I love Brazil. It's now 3 years, almost 3 years. Next month will be 3 years that we moved to Brazil, to live in Brazil. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for opening your hearts to people who come here. And we just love being here amongst all of you lovely people. Obrigado vocês. So there's a festival here in Brazil that comes in June every year. It's called São João, and June is here. So the big day is going to be at the end of June sometime, but people have started having small festivals and started decorating, as you can see, for São João. They have very specific type of music for that festival. People dress like country people, country folk, straw hats and checkered shirts and that kind of stuff. Pretty cool.
It's another sunny day in paradise. Paradise.
Sunny day in paradise.
Paradise.
So boy is busy for the next 2 months, which is what happens here. You know, all the people who are very good at what they do, like boy, his workmanship is exceptional. I mean, if you saw the quality of the trailer that he built for us, it was really, really good. So I'm not surprised that he's backed up for 2 months. So we have to wait till we come back from the United States. So sometime I'm thinking in September we'll go back to him and have the inox roof rack built. He said it'll only take him a few days. He also commented on the paint job that the previous guy did for us, which was really a bad job, and he said that he can fix that for us as well. So you know, here in small town Brazil, it's rare to find everything that you need in one giant store like you see in other countries. So we're looking for a shampoo, and this is like one of the smaller grocery stores in Centro Ilhéus, right next to the yellow buses terminal. So Elci and I are headed out to lunch here in Ilhéus, but we're passing by this place called Praia Cristo. Praia do Cristo, desculpa. Aqui é Praia do Cristo because of the statue of Christ right here. As you can see, it's pretty big, which towers over the beach, and the beach is right behind where these people are sitting, all the way to that bridge, and below it, that's the beach. That's where it begins, as you can see. And this here is the statue of Jesus. So here they hand out cards. Obrigado. So look at this place. Yeah.
Because they don't like people.
Look at this. It's been around since 1919. So look at that deliciousness. That Elise. Look what I just said. Elise.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I often end up calling her Elise because Elci and Elise kind of sound similar.
Our hearts, they're connected.
This is Lara. She works at the Ilhéus North Hotel. Obrigado, Lara. You know, so we'd had the combi painted recently, as you can see, but this old roof rack is made out of iron, and even though the guy who painted the combi painted the roof rack, it is starting to rust big time, and it is actually, as you can see, causing rust to affect the paint job. So I'm here to talk to Mr. Boy, who built us the trailer for the back of the combi to hold the motorcycle, etc., to build us another roof rack with a material called inox, which is resistant to rust, because when you live by the sea like we do, things rust very quickly. I mean, look here, for example. So you just got to be on top of things, otherwise stuff goes down the hill real quick. So this is hopefully going to be rebuilt with inox. Look at that. And then we won't have this problem again.
Na verdade aqui era o conjunto completo, ele está vendendo agora individual, de também.
I love this breeze. It's warm and breezy, fresh breeze. Perfect weather.
Yeah, I like that it's not cold, because that's the one thing in the US that had begun to wear on me, is the cold weather.
Yeah.
And we don't have that here at all.
Yeah.
Hello neighbor, how are you? We get wild chickens and all that all over the place. So there's a hotel not too far from where we live, where we often come for breakfast every morning, especially when we're going somewhere. They've got a nice buffet, very reasonably priced, all you can eat, and it's a great way to start the day. So all this breakfast, like unlimited amount of fruit, pão de queijo, cheese bread, you got a little tomato looking thing on bread there, couscous, scrambled eggs, yogurt, granola, freshly squeezed juice, freshly made coffee, all of that.
And more, right? Because they have a lot of cakes and breads and all kinds of gluten stuff.
And how much do we pay, Elci, for this per person?
30 reais each.
So 30 reais is $6 per person, $6 per person. All you can eat breakfast. I mean, if I remember correctly, before we left America, I was paying roughly $6 for one coffee at Starbucks. You hear all those birds? We've been here 3 years now in Brazil, so we kind of take that for granted because we've got tons of birds like these where we live as well, at our house. It's amazing to listen to them every morning. Elci, you ready to travel in the combi a little bit?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
I'm excited.
Where do you want to go?
I believe in 1, maximum 2 weeks we're gonna finish with the combi details, right?
Right.
Would be nice.
But where do you want to go?
As we already planned and talked about many times, up north in Brazil.
Like Natal, maybe?
Natal, Ceará.
Okay.
Some places that we dream to go.
Okay. So we've seen the south part of Brazil, from Rio Grande do Sul to Santa Catarina, Paraná, Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Espírito Santo, Mato Grosso do Sul. All these places we've seen. So the northern part we haven't seen. Brazil is big, so we've only touched 1/3 of Brazil. So this combi, once done, it's going to be perfect for us to travel in phases, to come back home to relax for a month or two and then travel again. We just had this sunshade put in that comes out. So this sliding door opens and the sunshade gives a shade if we're parked somewhere like in a camping ground or something like that. So that's the plan. So this here is one of the 2 bus terminals in Ilhéus. This is for all the local buses. There's another one that is the Rota, which is a nicer class of bus with air conditioning. You've got an executive class, etc. This little market between central Ilhéus and this bus terminal has a little bit of everything in there.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of small electronics, knick-knacky stuff. Bags like these. So we picked up the package that couldn't be delivered to us. We're now headed to a place that we come to often. It's called Berimbau Gourmet right there. We're going to hang out there, have a cup of tea or coffee, maybe a small cake or something, and talk about how we're going to spend the day here today. So Elci's got a hot chocolate and I have got a freshly made lemon juice without any additional sugar, and this thing is so refreshing and delicious. So you know what? I look at every opportunity to speak Portuguese, even if I'm making a mistake, and then I proudly say to Elci, "Elci, eu falo português," right?
Yep. Quanto é, moço? Ah, tá aqui, né? 16.
Alright, so I was able to speak sufficiently to tell her what I needed from the back of my modem to the back of the TV. And it's exactly what we want. And now we will not lose connection so frequently. Tá bom?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. 5 metros ou 10 metros? Qual é melhor?
5,19.
5?
Yeah.
Ok, 5. Eu compro isso, por favor.
7.
So this here, Ninho Lar, is another one of my favorite stores because it has a little bit of everything. Again, kind of small, well, bigger than some of the other ones, but it's right next to the Ilhéus bus station there, and you'll see they have pretty much a little bit of everything. We're here to buy some rustic plates and saucers and cups and mugs and that kind of stuff to resemble our rustic situ. So over there, Elci, back over there. You know, unfortunately, one of the things that's impossibly hard to buy here in small town Brazil like Ilhéus is good quality silverware. I mean, everything is so thin and you can literally bend it with your teeth. We're going to be going to the States for a couple of weeks soon, and one of the things we're going to come back with is a set for 6 people of various cutlery, well, various silverware I should say, and put you know, maybe 12 to 15 in my backpack and 12 to 15 in Elci's backpack, as long as the knives are not too sharp. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This one is broken.
So I'm waiting for Elci to go buy something, and while I'm waiting, I'm going to show you the fishing port of Ilhéus. This is where every morning fishing boats leave to go catch their day's catch, whether it be fish or shrimp or what have you. And you've got the processing plant right here, and then from here it gets off to all kinds of markets in the region. So we're gonna have lunch in a place called Vesuvio, which is, I think, one of the best restaurants in Ilhéus, and it's located right next to this cathedral. But I want to show you this mural made by somebody about this woman from Salvador right here. Pretty cool looking mural. Just love the look of it. See that? Very much Bahia. So here's the cathedral, and we're gonna park here somewhere and then walk to our restaurant.
And then start, because I start with something and then, oh, they have this, oh, they have that, and I go like,
And so, as another beautiful day comes to an end here in Bahia, Brazil, we thank you for watching this vlog, which has been a long time coming. We haven't made a vlog for about a month. We've been making a lot of shorts. I hope you enjoy this vlog, and Elci and I spoke about it today. We're going to start vlogging again and look forward to making the next one with you. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog today of beautiful Bahia. Enjoy.